Hello and welcome back to Tournament 22 of Halo Ninja Warrior. So far, we have seen 50 competitors take on the second tournament of the Regeneration era. 2 of those 50 were successful on Stage 1, including Volcanic Crowd, who cleared for his first time on his 9th appearance, and Crown Ferret, or Irish, who cleared for his first time on his 3rd appearance. With half of the tournament still to go, we have many more newcomers, regulars, veterans, and all-stars who are ready to take on this tough stage. Let's get back down to the course and see the rest of Stage 1. Next up to go at number 51 is BookerTaco. He is a newcomer. He's actually been very involved in the jumping community lately, especially on a lot of the smaller courses, which is really nice to see. BookerTaco is through the hurdle jump, now onto the ring bearer. Hopping through the ring so far, actually looking pretty good. BookerTaco looking pretty smooth on the course at the moment. Now onto the falling plank. This is going to be a big test for any newcomer. BookerTaco, yes, he's got it. Booker is moving on to the dragon glider. All right. Oh, looks like he's not going to back up all the way. Okay, interesting technique for Booker. Here he goes and gets the first head slide. Nicely done. And the jump off the pole, not very good. BookerTaco out on the dragon glider. Still very impressive for a newcomer. Looking forward to seeing more of him in the future. Next up, we've got Shift. He competed once in Tournament 19. Didn't do too well, though. We won't talk about that. Shift is now back for his 2nd ever appearance. Rocking some nice blue armor. Oh, no, another first obstacle failure. Okay, well, maybe one day Shift will beat the first obstacle. It's Alex J189 up next. This is his 9th appearance on the course. We saw him failing on the falling plank in the last tournament. Let's see if he can get by it this time. We have definitely seen improvement on that obstacle this tournament, but, I mean, once you get past the falling plank, there's still a whole lot of work to be done. Alex, oh my goodness, I thought he was going to fly over the 2nd ring, but he gets through the ring bearer. Now he's on to the obstacle that he failed in the last tournament. Alex J189, he goes for it, and he gets a nice pull up from the head slide, and he's moving on to the dragon glider. Alex J189, he gets a pretty early bounce, and he does not get the distance to make the first head slide. Alex is out on the dragon glider. After that, we saw Tactful Ash 5 almost get by the ring bearer, but the save jump cost him. Jumped a little too early and got pushed out. Next, we had Lone Star, who failed going backwards on the ring, swinging, which is kind of weird. NickGTDart, a little confused on the falling plank right there, jumped way too early. And then we had Naka137, who got knocked off the hurdle jump right away. And after that, we had Dark Achilles 770, who could not climb up the falling plank, a problem that we've seen quite a bit in this tournament. That leads us on to number 59. We've got Greeny Mcwoozy, another newcomer here, taking on Tournament 22's first stage. Greeny, looking at the hurdle jump, gets through it. Moving on to the ring bearer. Nice back up. That's the big technique right there. Backing up on those swings. That's what you want to do. He's got it. Moving on to the falling plank. Greeny Mcwoozy. We've seen newcomers. Oh no, Greeny. I was going to say we've seen newcomers get very far into this course, but he is not going to be one of those. He is a falling plank victim. Now we've got some shenanigans going on. That's Hunter. Hunter Unit 751 making an appearance for this run, and he looks a little weird. Making his incredible 18th appearance is the veteran Sane the Legend. Sane is one of the ultimate jumpers on Halo, creating many jump maps and constantly challenging Halo jumpers from all over the world. Despite his incredible talent, Sane has yet to complete the first stage on Halo 5. The last time we saw him succeed was in Tournament 16 when he made it to Stage 3. In Tournament 19, he came up just a few jumps short of reaching the buzzer, and in both of the last 2 tournaments, Sane has been a victim of the crooked wall. Sane is still one of the most tenacious competitors we've ever seen, so he will not give up until he overcomes his previous failures. We say this every time, but Sane is one of those guys that you just love to root for. And man, it would be very magical to watch him clear Stage 1 again. It's been so long. Sane the Legend looking like the hurdle jumps were nothing for him. Just a casual stroll through the park as Sane is hopping through the ring bearer super high up, going from the first to the second ring. And a nice dismount right there for Sane. Now moving on to the falling plank. He beat this in the last tournament, and he does so again. A very nice jump into the head slide, and a very good pace right now from Sane. Not usually known for his speed, but he's showing speed right now. Jumps very early, but he still gets into the head slide, and Sane the Legend is through the dragon glider and onto the crooked wall.
Nice. Okay,
All
take your
right.
time, set yourself up for
Nice
this.
scene.
This is where he failed in both of the last 2 tournaments. Sane the Legend, 3 tournaments in a row. He is out on the crooked wall. At least he got a jump this time. He almost overshot it, but he actually got kicked out to the right side. He just jumped a little early there and had no chance at making the pole.
Shot it.
You
Oh, he had it, but
I
You
overshot
had a
it.
good
How?
technique there.
How did
Ah.
I
I thought that was going to be it. I thought third time was going to be the charm.
I thought there was. I had
Damn
an
it.
overshot the whole
that was a
jump.
good attempt.
I thought you were clearing it, Sane. No.
Yeah, I thought it was clean, but I overshot it.
I guess there's a little confusion there. He didn't quite overshoot it, but he did get kicked out to the right. It looked like he overshot it, but only 4 people have gotten by the crooked wall so far out of 13 attempts, and 2 of them were newcomers, which is really crazy. Next up at number 61, we've got SonicFan. Another crooked wall victim. He had a good chance at saving it in the last tournament, but he didn't go for the save jump, and that cost him. Now SonicFan is racing through the first obstacle and moving on to the ring bearer. SonicFan, so far looking good. Oh, gets very high. Oh my goodness, SonicFan, what a save that was on the dismount. Unbelievable. That guy earlier should have taken notes. I don't even remember his gamer tag anymore. But he failed doing that, and SonicFan pulled it off. Sonic going right for the dragon glider. Look at this. SonicFan not slowing down at all. My goodness, he was moving. Now he's onto the crooked wall. This is where he failed in the last tournament. Come on, SonicFan, get it. Yes, SonicFan, our 5th competitor through the crooked wall. Now onto the warped wall. He's not up and on his first attempt. He's still got plenty of time, though. 30 seconds. He's not up it in 2. Okay, this is where the pressure starts to build. SonicFan not up it on his 3rd attempt. Come on, SonicFan, get up it now. He's still not up it, down to under 20 seconds left. This is disastrous for SonicFan. 15 seconds. I don't think he's going to have enough time, even if he gets up it now, and he does get up it now, but the klaxon is already sounding as he's on the swift cylinder. He is racing against the clock right now. SonicFan trying to go as fast as possible, but it is not going to be enough. SonicFan times out on stage 1. He beats the stage. He hits the landmine. The flames of stage 1 will not shoot up into the sky. SonicFan, a great run right there, but the warped wall cost him his chance at stage 2. Great effort on those last 2 obstacles. After that, we had Infernal Time. I almost said Infernal Flame, but yeah, he failed the falling plank in a weird way. More Channel also did the same thing. Got to jump out of the water, which is always fun. Then we had a Sweaty Nub, who was so sweaty that he just slipped off the first ledge of the falling plank. And then we had this Ronin guy, Rxnin, failed the ring bearer, and then Crop with a horrible idea of jumping too early on that falling plank. Scary Snails, a little bit of lag, sent him into the water. And that leads us to number 68. We've got Ninty7 Grizzlys. He failed the crooked wall in the last tournament. And he's got, he was playing with the ball earlier. He obviously, he won the Season 1 HBL Championship with Gotenks. We won't talk about how he's done in the HBL since then, but Ninty, so far, looking good on the course. Never beat a stage 1 in his career, but he's, he shows up, he competes, he tries. Tournament 17, he got really close. He actually beat the flying chute, but ran out of time. And then got shot to death, which was kind of weird. Ninty onto the Dragon Glider. He beat this in the last tournament. And looks like he's going to do it again. All right, back to the crooked wall where he failed in Tournament 21. Ninty7 Grizzlys lining it up. He's going to go for it, and he jumps very early, very low. And we have another crooked wall failure. That was a good run from Ninty. But as you can see, he just jumped very low. If he got a little higher up on the wall, he might have had a chance. He actually had a very good jump. It was just mistimed, unfortunately. With that, we are on to number 69. We've got Soul Reaper 1025 making his 6th appearance on the course. In the last tournament, he was one of many falling plank victims. There were so many in the last tournament. I mean, it was the most failed obstacle on a stage 1 ever, so you can see a lot of people coming back here. They want revenge on that obstacle. Soul Reaper on the ring bearer right now, trying to get back to the falling plank. And he is going to get a chance at redemption right here. Soul Reaper. He beat stage 1 way back in tournament 7, but that's it. And he's got the falling plank. Soul is moving on to the Dragon Glider. He's going to go right for it, non-stop. Soul Reaper, very slow through that first head slide. Wow, what a move on that pole to get into the second head slide. Soul is on to the crooked wall. Can he get this? He jumps very early and comes up short of the pole. Another crooked wall failure. That is absolutely insane. This crooked wall is dominating our competitors right now. Still, out of the first 69 runs, only 5 people have gotten past it, which is unbelievable. At number 70, we've got Asaurus. Let's see how he does today. He cleared stage 1, made it all the way to stage 3 back in tournament 19, and has been struggling in the last 2 tournaments. So let's see if he can pick it up here. Flame through the ring bearer right now. Looking pretty good. He gets a nice speedy exit and is now moving on to the falling plank. He climbs up top. Flame. Yes, he's got it. All right. Now moving on to the Dragon Glider. All right, gets a nice run up. A good bounce. Perfectly timed. Flame looking very nice on the Dragon Glider. He has got it. Now he's onto the crooked wall where he failed in the last tournament. Come on, Flame. You can do it. He goes for it, and Flame fails the crooked wall for the 2nd tournament in a row. He beat it in tournament 20, but he has been unsuccessful on it ever since then. After that, we had Achy Chip 6840 fail the ring bearer at number 71. Number 72 was Pencil Guy 6012, another ring bearer victim. Then we had Jerome, who got a crazy jump off the first hurdle jump, the bouncer actually, and failed. Then we had Nugget, who ended up in the water on the 2nd hurdle. Webby Carrot at number 75 was a ring bearer failure, didn't even get into the ring. And then we had Lvzyxtee failed the hurdle jump. I don't know how that is supposed to be said. Wally Waspers is up next though. This guy is another newcomer, number 77. Let's see how he does. Looks a lot like Rog. I've seen Rog look like that. Oh, what is he doing? Is he spring jumping these? All right. Wow, okay. That's fun to see from a newcomer. A little spring jump action on the hurdle jump. Now for the ring bearer. Wally Waspers hopping on through. All right, he's on to the falling plank. He can clearly spring jump consistently. He's doing a lot of spring jumping here. And, oh, the spring jumping did not help him there. Wally Waspers, the newcomer, is in the water on that obstacle. Next up, we've got Shift. Shift is actually the host of the Halo Sports League. So they do a lot of Halo football, and it's a lot of fun. It's very different. They use plasma casters and plasma grenades to actually kind of represent the ball. But it's a lot of fun, so you should go check out their channel. The Halo Sports League, you can find them online. Shift is now taking on stage 1 of Halo Ninja Warrior. This is his first time competing. We saw his friend Tagake earlier fail this here, the ring bearer. Let's see if Shift can improve. All right. Oh, just barely gets the dismount, but he does get it. Now he is moving on to the falling plank. Shift climbing up pretty nicely. Oh no, he's slipping. He's slipping. Oh, can he save it? No, he can't. Shift fails climbing up the falling plank. What a shame. We are now on to our 79th competitor of this tournament. Back for his 5th time on the course is the veteran Swantron97. Formerly known as Sauron Sucks, Swan stood out early in his career, coming in first place in the Tournament 17 qualifiers. In Tournament 18, Swan defeated Stage 1 for his first time and even reached Stage 3, finishing in 3rd place on only his 2nd appearance. In the following tournament, he was successful on Stage 1 again, but couldn't complete the metal spin. He fell back even further in Tournament 20, failing the Dragon Glider, and didn't even compete in the last tournament. Now he's back, and we'll see if he can continue to build off of the promising start to his career. It's always interesting to see how someone does after missing a tournament. SwanTron97 is here, and he wants to make a statement. That Tournament 20 failure, I know he was not happy with himself. He has expressed many times that he does not even want to compete in a tournament if he is not very confident in his ability to beat Stage 1. And that's very respectable. He holds himself to a very high standard, so Swan is on the falling plank right now, and he has got it. That's his first time trying it, and he did it. Now, this is where he failed in Tournament 20. It was not the 4th obstacle, but he did fail the Dragon Glider. SwanTron, can he learn from his mistakes? It's looking like he can. Swan is through the Dragon Glider, now onto the crooked wall. He beat this in Tournament 20, and he beats it in Tournament 22. SwanTron looking really good right now. The 6th person onto the warped wall of this tournament. Not up it in 1, but he's up it in 2. SwanTron, look at him go. Now onto the Swift Cylinder. He gets a frog jump into it. Too much speed. Swan is out on the Swift Cylinder. Oh man, he frog jumped into it. I don't know how that technique might affect his speed, but he jumped way too early off that first cylinder and fell into the water on the Swift Cylinder. That is quite a shame. That's our first Swift Cylinder failure of the tournament. Next up, we've got Avows the Samurai at number 80. This is his 9th appearance on the course. He did very well in the last tournament. He did get to the end of Stage 1, but he ran out of time, all thanks to the warped wall. Very similar to what happened to Sonic Fan earlier in this tournament. But Samurai, on his 9th appearance, he has shown that he has the ability to get through this stage. It's just a matter of time. Samurai is moving on to the falling plank. This is one of the most... He's definitely a favorite of mine because this guy cares so much about the course, and he loves it! He loves it so much that his body phases through the head slide on the falling plank. He's a big fan, so he's always fun to watch. Samurai gets a good bounce into that first head slide. Oh, he's like turning. What the heck was that? Okay, I don't know what's going on here with Samurai. He's got a funky run happening, but he's onto the crooked wall. He did this in the last tournament. Come on, Samurai. Do it again. Get through it. Yes. Samurai has got it. Now he's onto the warped wall. This is what cost him his run in the last tournament, and he's not up it in 1. Come on, Samurai. He has struggled with this so much throughout his career, but he's up it in 2, and with 20 seconds left, this is where Swan just failed. Avows the Samurai has got the Swift Cylinder, and he is moving on to the broken ladder. Can Avows the Samurai beat Stage 1 for the first time in his career? Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought he was going to slip up there at the end, but he didn't. Avows the Samurai with 3.9 seconds left on the clock. Volcanic Crowd did it earlier on his 9th appearance, got his first Stage 1 clear. Avows the Samurai just did the same thing. The 80th runner of the tournament. He showed that last tournament was no fluke, and if anything, he improved over the last tournament, beating Stage 1 for the first time in his career. That is amazing. So happy for Avows the Samurai. What a clean run. There was some funky stuff with those head slides, but other than that, he looked great.
I feel absolutely lost for words. I can't believe it. My whole career of Ninja Halo it's always been, you know, bad to a little better, to a little better, to a little better. And last tournament I proved that I can do all the obstacles. It's just now the time limit. And it wasn't the first time I've timed out on your course. I've timed out 3 separate times. And this time I finally made it up there, and every time I was doing an obstacle, I just thought, am I taking too long? Am I taking too long? Am I taking too long? And I guess I didn't take too long this time.
He most certainly did not take too long this time. 3 timeouts in his career, but this time he's moving on to Stage 2, the 3rd competitor of the tournament to do so, and the fastest time so far, even though it was only 3.9 seconds. It's SNAILS, the veteran, back for his 16th appearance. In the last tournament, he had a very sad failure on the Dragon Glider, but this time he got a love tap from Hunter Unit 751 with the sword. I must add, the sword makes a huge difference. SNAILS is now taking on Stage 1 for the 16th time in his career. Ever since Tournament 7, SNAILS has been around, and he has been a favorite to watch for sure. But he hasn't beat Stage 1 since Tournament 19. SNAILS moving on to the falling plank right now, an obstacle that he did in the last tournament. Looking good so far. Nicely done, SNAILS. All right. SNAILS he's a really good jumper. He tends to make a lot of very simple errors in his runs, and it's very sad to see because we know he could do so much better. This is the obstacle he failed last time, but he does not fail it today.
Oh, God.
Yes!
Wow,
There
how
you
did I make that?
go.
All right, line yourself up. Take your time. Don't rush. Line yourself up.
Struggling a little bit with that dismount. SNAILS now eyeing up the crooked wall. Okay, he didn't like that first attempt. Gonna reset. That's gonna cost him in time. He's down to 30 seconds right now. SNAILS gonna go for it. He goes up the wall.
Nope, nope,
Oh, God.
nope. Why can't I get a I'm
Keep
timed
your head.
out now, but let's
Keep
see
your
how
head,
far
keep
I can
your head.
get. I'm getting a bad run up.
SNAILS is hurting for time on the crooked wall. Not even the warped wall, and he fails it. SNAILS, a complete meltdown there on the crooked wall. That did not look pretty. He has a technique where he lines it up, but I'm not sure what happened. He went flying up the crooked wall, and then he lost so much time that he rushed it and barely came up short of that pole. He was actually very close to getting it, but he was going to be hurting for time anyway. What a disaster for SNAILS.
What?
No!
Oh my God, I'm just sick to my stomach, dude. At least I'd be.
You got to where you want it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you got there at least.
these are obstacles I'm not failing back to back anymore, and I'm failing them when I need to. It sucks.
Well, sadly, we're going to have to wait a little longer to see SNAILS back on stage 2. ItchyCrevase failed the crooked wall immediately after that. And then we had TNC Asian, yes, Caucasians, Asians as we've known them throughout the years. Another crooked wall failure. That brings us to Rog at number 84, the host of Spartan Sasuke, making his 6th appearance today. Right now, he is onto the crooked wall. People have been struggling with this obstacle. He is going to line up at the bottom of the wall. Interesting technique from Rog, and it works for him. Rog is moving on to the warped wall. Can he get up it? No. He beat stage 1 in tournament 20, failed it in tournament 21, but this time he's got a good chance to beat it again. He is onto the swift cylinder. Moving through. No, he doesn't jump. Rog. Maybe after seeing Swan jump too early, he tried to jump too late and just didn't jump at all. We are at 3 clears out of 84 attempts on this course. That brings us to number 85. We've got Z-Master. He is back for his 8th appearance. And just another guy who knows what it's like to fail the crooked wall. He did so in the last tournament. Z-Master, 80 seconds on the clock. Let's see how he does. Hopping through the hurdle jump right now. Moving on to the ring bearer. Z-Master, he's so good at just... He's always really good at pretty much everything I see him do in Halo. But like, I always want to see him take that next step, you know? Hey, he's got the falling plank again. I would love to see him back on stage 3. He made it there in tournament 14. That's what I want. I want Z-Master back on stage 3. But he's got to get through stage 1 again. Oh, the dragon glider. Okay. Pretty good jump there off the pole. Now he's onto the crooked wall. This is where he failed last time. Can he possibly do it? Yes, he can. Z is onto the warped wall. But he's not up it on his first attempt. Oh, he doesn't get a lot of a run-up. Okay, that could be painful for his time. Z is struggling on the warped wall, not getting a lot of a run-up. Z-Master down to 23 seconds now. Can he get up it? Yes, he's finally up it. 20 seconds. Moving on to the swift cylinder. He's going to have to move pretty quickly if he wants to do this. He lands the swift cylinder and is now on to the broken ladder. Come on, Z. 10 seconds left. Time to pick up the pace. Z-Master is climbing his way. Come on, Z. Yes! He's got it with 1.4 seconds left. Z-Master moving on to stage 2. That's the first time he's done that since tournament 15. Not a lot of time left, but hey, he did what he needed to do. And he is our 4th man moving on to stage 2. Man, very slow clear times right now. Pretty crazy. Next up, we had WarierHALOPR. He went out early on the hurdle jump. Then we had Daddy Cheese, who failed the dismount of the ring bearer. Did some somersaults underwater. And then SNIPE L SKILLZ, another member of the Halo Sports League, failed the dragon glider. And then we had at number 89, the veteran Cirin, who had an amazing entrance. Unfortunately, he did not have a very amazing exit as he failed the dragon glider for the 2nd tournament in a row. Now on to number 90, we've got weaponmatt, the veteran, making his 9th appearance today. In the last time we saw him, at least, we did not see him in Tournament 21. And we saw him in Tournament 20 as he failed the Crooked Wall. He has not beat Stage 1 since Tournament 17. He actually got first place in Tournament 16 and 17 and has not cleared Stage 1 since then. Now he's on the Ring Bearer. This guy was easily, I think if he kept doing what he was doing on MCC and then early in Halo 5, he was probably going to be the next All-Star. But those Stage 1 failures started creeping up on him. But he wants to get back on track here. Look at him going right into the Dragon Glider. He's looking smooth on this course so far. weaponmatt is through the Dragon Glider. Now he failed this Crooked Wall in Tournament 20. Can he do it today? Come on, weaponmatt. Big jump right here. weaponmatt has got it. He is through the Crooked Wall onto the Warped Wall. But he's not up it in one. weaponmatt, he can do this. Come on, 30 seconds left. Still got time. Get up it right here. Come on, weaponmatt. No, he's not up the Warped Wall. Come on now. It's time to get up it. weaponmatt still not up it. He's down to under 20 seconds left. This is going to be tough even if he gets up it now. weaponmatt. Oh, no. It's going to be... Oh, he doesn't have enough time. He's got 10 seconds left onto the Swift Cylinder. He's going to go as fast as he can, but it's not going to be enough. weaponmatt climbing his way to the end of Stage 1. Look at how close he's making it. Oh, and he times out as he fails the last jump of the Broken Ladder. weaponmatt not moving back onto Stage 2. His Stage 1 struggles continue, but he made it so close. Hey, we've got Philip Scott, Firisukotto, as he is known here. He has competed on American Ninja Warrior. You might have seen him. So, pretty big deal that we got him here on a Halo Ninja Warrior. It's so awesome to see any crossover between those communities. So I'm very excited to see him run here. Philip Scott now climbing up the falling plank, and wow, look at him go, man! See, you can be a beast at real life parkour and at Halo parkour. Who says you have to only be good at one? Philip Scott now onto the Dragon Glider, and look at him go. He is into the second head slide, and he's moving onto the Crooked Wall. Philip Scott looking really nice right now. He's gonna go for it, and oh no! He goes out on the Crooked Wall. I mean, he is a newcomer, and that is such a tough obstacle. Hard to blame him for failing that.
No! This Crooked Wall, man.
Good run, Phil.
That was good, though.
Great effort.
Yeah, that's actually the 16th Crooked Wall failure, but more people have failed it this tournament than failed it in the last tournament, but also a lot more people have attempted it. Next up, we've got Killidaman. He was our one and only Swift Cylinder failure in the last tournament, but he did get very close to the end of Stage 1, so can Killer make a comeback here? He has been struggling so much on Halo 5. It's a real shame to see, because that last MCC tournament, Tournament 16, he had his best ever run. He got to the vertical limit on Stage 3, and since then, no Stage 1 clears. Killidaman on the falling plank, and he has got it. Looking good so far. The camera work on this run is something to behold, that's for sure. Killidaman on the Dragon Glider right now, and he is through it. Look at how fast he's going through this course. He is not struggling at all. Now the Crooked Wall. He beat this in the last tournament. Oh, Killer, no! He fails it this time. Killidaman still cannot get by Stage 1. And that is the 17th failure. On the Crooked Wall, he just did not get a good jump at all. Killidaman, need to see him back on Stage 2 one day. Unfortunately, this tournament's not going to be the day. Only 10 people have gotten through the Crooked Wall. 17 failures, that's insane. Next up, we've got PixelProjects, the veteran who missed out in Tournament 21. But the last time we saw him was in Tournament 20. He did clear Stage 1 and failed the metal spin for the 100th time in his career. It feels like he really struggles with that metal spin. But hey, there is no more metal spin, so at least he's got that going for him. Pixel has not failed Stage 1 on Halo 5 either. He hasn't beat Stage 1 in every Halo 5 tournament because unfortunately he did miss the last tournament. But he can at least keep the streak going for his personal, appearance streak, I guess. And he's looking really good right now. Is that a bolt shot he's carrying? Wow, look at Pixel, bringing out the style. On the Dragon Glider right now, PixelProjects. He is through that very smoothly, and now he's onto the Crooked Wall. Pixel beat this in Tournament 20. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. Look at that. PixelProjects is moving nicely. Oh, is he going to go for the spring jump technique? All right. Let's sit tight and see how this goes. He's got 30 seconds, and he's up it. All right, PixelProjects. He is on to the Swift Cylinder right now, and jumps a little early. Is he going to make it? Oh, my goodness, no. He comes up short of the broken ladder. Oh my goodness, that's a Swift Cylinder failure right there. He barely missed it.
Oh.
No!
Oh no. I thought you would have caught it by your toenail, dude. I thought you had it.
That is Pixel's first time failing stage 1 since Tournament 16.
I'm feeling actually pretty good. I've practiced a lot. I think I'll overcome my work wall nemesis. If not, I'll just be Yamada from now on. But I feel pretty good. I want to get my 10th stage 1 clear, so that's the goal for this tournament.
Our 94th runner of the tournament is the all-star Alpha Puma.
Got this, Puma.
He did go out on the Warped Wall last tournament, and we have seen the Warped Wall cause damage this tournament. This is his first time ever timing out on stage 1. So it was a new thing to see from Puma, but let's see what he does today. He is looking for that 10th stage 1 clear, as he mentioned earlier. That would be pretty huge because Hunter has done it, Gotenks has done it, and that's it. Puma could be the 3rd competitor in Halo Ninja Warrior history to reach 10 stage 1 clears. But he's got some very tough obstacles to conquer. Starting off with this falling plank, can Puma do it? Yes, he can. Gets right into that head slide, and he is now moving on to the Dragon Glider. Puma gonna back up. He's got the big sprint jump, the bounce, and he's into the first head slide. Can he make the second one? Yes, he can. Alpha Puma moving on to the Crooked Wall. I didn't do the Ninja Killer this tournament, but we all know it would be this Crooked Wall right here because it has been dominating our competitors, but not Puma. He is onto the Warped Wall. He's not up it in 1. Come on, Puma. Let's not have a repeat of last tournament. Can he get up it in 2? Yes, he can. Puma is moving on to the Swift Cylinder. He's still got 20 seconds left, and Puma, oh my goodness. Oh, I thought he was gonna pull a Pixel, but he did not. Puma gets onto the broken ladder, and now he is taking his time. He's down to under 10 seconds, but he's still got time on the clock. He's gonna slow down even more now. And Puma, oh no, don't showboat, come on. Oh, okay, whew. Hits the buzzer, 2.3 seconds left. Alpha Puma has cleared stage 1 for the 10th time in his career.
Let's go!
The tournament.
Awesome job,
Puma.
Yeah, oh my god.
Nice job.
Okay,
I feel like we
yeah,
almost sabotaged
I thought I had
him
enough
there.
time. I was like, oh, I'll do like a little dance for my 10th time. And I looked at the clock, I'm like, oh, all I see is red. And I just had to turn and run.
Yeah, a bit of a closer call than he thought right there, but well done, Alpha Puma. After that, we had a Petrilofam 4 on his 3rd appearance. Got his 3rd stage 1 clear, an amazingly hot start to his career. And then we had number 96 Atlantic Champ, who also cleared stage 1. 8.3 seconds left. He had a slight miss on the landmine on his first punch. But those two joined Puma and the rest of the gang on stage 2. We now have 7 clears. No one is cleared with more than 10 seconds left. That brings us on to number 97. This is easily one of the most anticipated runs every single tournament. But man, the story, the journey this guy has been on lately, it's been wild. Still looking to bounce back on this course is the Xbox 360 and Xbox One All-Star Hunter Unit 751. Hunter is the only competitor who has been in every single Halo Ninja Warrior tournament, and he had the most unbelievable streak, clearing stage 1 in all of the first 19 tournaments. Things took a turn in Tournament 20 when he failed the Crooked Wall, but everyone believed that he would brush that failure off. Sadly, in the last tournament, he went out even earlier on the falling plank. Hunter is still looking for his 20th stage 1 clear, and his performances have gotten steadily worse ever since Tournament 16. Let's see if today is the day that Hunter gets back on track. Hunter's gonna hate me for bringing this up, but yeah, Tournament 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, steadily worse every single tournament. So Hunter needs to not do that. He would have to fail this ring bearer right now to keep that trend going, which is very sad. Come on, Hunter, don't fail the ring bearer. It's your color. Whew. Okay, Hunter's got that down. Now it's time for revenge. He's at least matched his performance from the previous tournament. Can he defeat the falling plank? Come on, Hunter. There we go. Hunter Unit 751 improves over his Tournament 21 run. This is his first improvement since Tournament 16, and now he's on to the Dragon Glider. Oh my goodness. Not the best jump right there, but he does get through it. All right, moving on to the Crooked Wall. Hunter Unit 751. He failed this in Tournament 20. This is the obstacle that broke his streak, and Hunter has gotten through the Crooked Wall. Now he's onto the Warped Wall, and he's up in 1. Look at Hunter go. Moving on to the Swift Cylinder. He's still got plenty of time on the clock, and Hunter nails the Swift Cylinder. Could this be it? Could this be the 20th Stage 1 clear that we've been waiting for? Look at Hunter Unit 751 climb the broken ladder. He's down to under 10 seconds, but it does not matter. Hunter is moving back on to Stage 2. Those last 2 tournaments failing Stage 1 have been haunting him for so long, but no longer. Hunter is back. He is moving on to Stage 2 for the first time since Tournament 19. That is such a joy to see. 7 seconds left on the clock. Congratulations, Hunter.
To keep the noise down in a couple of seconds, because you're about
You
to
sexy British man. You Yeah.
Nice.
I'm still here.
Third time's the charm to get your 20th.
You
That's
sexy
Grizzlies,
little
boys.
British man, you.
Do not be back down. I will keep getting back up.
That is going to be one of the most memorable quotes in the history of Halo Ninja Warrior. You cannot keep Hunter Unit 751 down.
20 clears. I think to take a line from Rog. Let's freaking go, Smokey. These failures have been like the lowest for me, but it's also because I feel like I'm not just letting myself down. I'm letting the other guys down, and I think that if I can get to that finish line and succeed, then I can inspire other people to succeed as well. I just had to go through the lowest of lows to experience this high that I'm feeling right now. I'm back. I am back, baby. I'm home. Zaigwa.
Such an awesome run from Hunter. He is our 8th clear here in Tournament 22's first stage. He still couldn't get above 10 seconds. No one has been able to pull that off yet. But we still have 3 very talented jumpers left to go on Stage 1. Making his 9th appearance today is the veteran Strafe Helix. He first competed back in Tournament 10 as Vulcan 1610, and he made it past Stage 1 for his first time in Tournament 12. After missing out on all of the Master Chief Collection, he returned in Halo 5 and has cleared Stage 1 in all of the last 3 tournaments. In the last tournament, he reached Stage 3 for the first time in his career and finished in 2nd place overall. Today, we will see if Strafe can continue to build off of his recent success. Strafe Helix. He has risen up as one of the best jumpers on Halo Ninja Warrior right now. And he is taking on Stage 1 of Tournament 22. Onto the ring bearer now. Failing the cliffhanger. Hey, he failed the newest version of the cliffhanger. That is such a tough obstacle, but, you know, just seeing him in practice, he puts in a lot of practice. And he thinks that he can do this. He thinks he can get back to that cliffhanger and beat it. And I would love to see it. But he's got some difficult obstacles here on Stage 1 to get through. He did beat the falling plank already, but now he's onto the Dragon Glider. A very good bounce right there from Strafe. He has been very consistent on Stage 1 lately. But if there's an obstacle that can ruin consistency, it is the Crooked Wall. Strafe Helix looking at it right now. He goes for it. And Strafe doesn't get the Crooked Wall. Strafe Helix is out on Stage 1. For the first time since Tournament 18, he jumped too early and got pushed away from the wall. And he did not have a chance to get onto the pole. That is a shocker from Strafe Helix.
What the hell?
No.
No.
That obstacle hates sprints. I swear to God. God sake.
It's hard to think of the last time we had an obstacle that was this dominant on Stage 1, but the Crooked Wall has claimed the 2nd place finisher from Tournament 21. That leads us on to our next competitor, and we have another all-star ready to take on Stage 1. Our second to last competitor of the tournament is the All-Star, Gotenks. Today, Gotenks is making his 15th appearance on the course, and he has been stellar throughout his career. Ever since his debut in Tournament 8, he has not missed a single tournament. He still holds the record for the most final stage appearances with 3, and he has cleared stage 1 in all of the last 7 tournaments. In the last tournament, Gotenks was one of 3 who reached the 3rd stage, but he went out earliest of those 3, failing the reverse hill. Now let's see as Gotenks attempts to continue his dominance on this course. Well, I really want someone to beat stage 1 with more than 10 seconds left, but if I'm being honest, I don't think it's going to be Gotenks. I think he can definitely beat this stage, but time is... He never seems to have a lot of time left. But he always gets by, you know? I mean, he had Tournament 13 and 14 where he timed out, but he's grown since then. He's just not a generally fast competitor. He's actually moving pretty quickly right now on the course. Onto the falling plank. Yes, he's taking his time a little bit. He just wants to get by. He doesn't care about having the fastest time. He cares about hitting landmines. And he has done very well at that throughout his career. Now he's onto the Dragon Glider. Very early jump. Gotenks! Oh my goodness, he barely gets into that first head slide, but he somehow gets through the entire Dragon Glider off of a very early bounce. Now for the crooked wall. Strafe just failed this. Come on, Gotenks. He has yet to fail this in his career. He goes for it. Gotenks doesn't jump! Gotenks is in the water on stage 1. His first time failing stage 1 since Tournament 14. Oh my goodness, he didn't even jump on the crooked wall. The All-Star, Gotenks, is not moving on to stage 2. That is the biggest shock of the tournament so far. I don't believe it.
Oh no.
No!
Not only did he fail stage 1, but that was actually the worst performance he has ever had in his entire career. The crooked wall, once again, claiming victims. It doesn't matter who you are.
I'm nervous. You know, that's how I feel going into every tournament. You know, I want to beat stage 1. That's always the goal. I feel like I can do it. I mean, there are a few obstacles that can definitely trip me up, but I feel for the majority that I can beat stage 1, but anything could happen. You know, let's see how it goes.
Number 100 for the second tournament in a row is the reigning grand champion, DHG Fireball. In Tournament 20, Fireball made history by becoming the 3rd ever grand champion of Halo Ninja Warrior. His success extends beyond that, as he has finished in first place in all of the last 3 tournaments. Today marks his 11th appearance on this course, and he has only failed the first stage once in his entire career. Now let's watch as our grand champion tries to show off his magic on this first stage. Alright, time to put our faith in the grand champion. 8 stage 1 clears out of 99 runs. Fireball could make it 9. But we've seen this stage take out some very good competitors, but we've also seen a lot of success here too. This is a very interesting tournament right now. I have no idea what's going to happen here, but I gotta believe that Fireball has what it takes to get by this stage. Fireball climbing up the falling plank right now. He is going to, a spring jump into the head slide. That's what Wally Waspers should have tried earlier. He's going right for the Dragon Glider. And he is into it. Gets the jump, and he's into the second head slide. Fireball. Now it's time for the showdown with the crooked wall. Can he avenge Strafe and Gotenks, who just failed it? Fireball does get through the crooked wall. Now he's onto the warped wall, and he's up and in 1. Tons of time left. Fireball going right into the swift cylinder. He's still got 30 seconds left, and he is now onto the broken ladder. DHG Fireball, the grand champion, and he is going to have the fastest time by far this tournament. Look at DHG Fireball go. There we have it. 17.9 seconds left. The grand champion is going back to stage 2.
Thank Jesus. I was getting in my head a little bit.
That just shows you how stressful stage 1 really is. But congratulations, Fireball. That is our 9th stage 1 clear of Tournament 22. and we have made it through all 100 runners of this tournament. While we did have a lot of improvement over the previous tournament, we still suffered a lot of shocking failures. The crooked wall caused mayhem, eliminating 19 of our contestants. Still, with 9 jumpers moving on to the second stage, hope is very much alive for this tournament. Volcanic Crowd, Irish, Avows the Samurai, Z-Master, Alpha Puma, Petrillo Fam, Atlantic Champ, Hunt Unit 751, and a DHG Fireball make up the very diverse group of competitors who are still standing. In the next episode, we will watch as they attempt to make it deeper into this course and possibly earn a shot at the final stage. I'd like to thank you all for watching and remind you that if you ever want to do a run, just message Smoky Massacre on Xbox Live. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time on Halo Ninja Warrior.